Hi guys, do you know what we're going to be doing today? We're going to be reading a book again.
Another story. Now this one is from my 5-minute bedtime storybook, which Mommy got when she was very little. Look, it's in 1988. Ooh. Right, so the first story we're going to read from this one is called A Car Called Pegasus, and it's by Sue Moore. I'll just put what in the pictures.
That's when we're not doing it.
Pegasus was a little blue sports car who wished with all his heart that he could fly like the birds in the sky. One day, just as Pegasus was driving down to the seaside for the day, he saw an old wishing well beside the road. You don't see the well, there's the wishing well. He stopped and said, "I wish I could fly." "Cars don't fly," said the old wishing well suddenly. "Cars are meant to run along the road, not fly up in the air." "But I want to fly," said Pegasus. "Oh, very well, if you insist," snapped the wishing well. As the wishing well spoke, two large wings, there's his wings, sprouted from the sides of the little blue car. Pegasus flapped his new wings with delight, and he flew high into the air. He passed clouds and birds. He flew over fields and villages. He saw churches and rivers far below him. On he went until he came to the deep blue sea. Oh, there he is at the sea. Pegasus didn't like the sea at the best of times, and he began to feel very seasick. His lovely blue shiny coat, because here he is all nice and blue, started to turn a shade of sickly green, and his smile became a deep frown. Then Pegasus made a bad mistake. He looked down and saw the waves angrily crashing on the rocks below him. Because he was so busy looking down, he forgot to look where he was flying, and he flew straight into a mountain called "Look Out!" This particular mountain, here it is, here's a big mountain, shouted at the top of his voice, "Look out!" whenever anyone flew too near him. But unfortunately for Pegasus, the mountain's warning came too late. The little blue sports car slid down the side of the mountain and went splash into the rough sea. Poor Pegasus, he got very wet indeed. His wings were all damp and matted together, while his engine was full of salty water. Pegasus tried hard to start his engine, but it just went splutter, 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 splat. For hours Pegasus bobbed up and down on the waves, but eventually he reached the shore and had to wait for his engine to dry out. That night Pegasus went to see the wishing well. "You were right, wishing well. Cars aren't supposed to fly or they'd have wings. I think from now on I'll stick to the roads," said the sad little blue sports car. "Never mind," said the wishing well. "We all have disappointments at some time, but we soon manage to forget them. And besides, I like you best just as you are." So that was that story.
Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.
For more stories soon. See you later. Bye.
Bye.